Fala galera, aqui quem fala é o Medroso e hoje trazendo pra vocês mais um vídeo. E dessa vez estamos de volta aqui na nossa série de Alan Wake. E bem, já tem um manuscrito aqui na frente. Já vamos dar uma bisoiada.
Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him.
Show.
The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
Bem, antes de eu entrar, deixa eu ver se não tem mais nada pra... Olha. Tem uma parada aqui. Deixa eu ver... Antes de eu entrar, deixa eu ver se não tem mais nada, algum manuscrito. Oi? Ah não, é só o brilho da lanterna que bateu ali. Pra cá não tem nada, será? Deixa eu ver se pra cá... Opa, tem um negócio brilhando lá, ó. Ó lá, acho que é uma cafeteira. Eu acho não, certeza. Mas vai vir inimigo, né? Como sempre. Sempre tem que vir, né? Ah, foda-se. Valeu. Mas eu acho que vai vir mais, então tem que ser rápido. Show, cante. Pena que o Alan cansa. Se ele não cansar, seria tão bom. Ah, filha da puta. Sai. Oh, que desgraçados, cara. Sai, filhos da puta. Sai. Sai. Pronto, já cheguei no posto. Foda-se.
I had to get inside the gas station to find a phone to call for help.
Eu sei. O problema é que eu não quero ir lá agora. Eu quero ver se não tem mais nada pra cá. Daí morre e não sabe por quê. Acho que pra lá não tem nada. Mas vou lá olhar. Não custa nada. Ah, acho que já vai vir inimigo. Bem, eu acho que não tem nada pra cá mesmo não. Pelo que eu tô vendo. Mas vamos. Que aqui tem alguma coisa e não é nada. É só um caminhão tombado. Eita porra, os caras já estão aqui? Não vou matar eles não. Valeu. Eita. Errou. Corre, Alan. Corre, Alan. Corre, Alan. Porra, que mira desgraçada, cara, desses caras. Foge. Foge. Ah, não tá. Tá cansado. Vamos, 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 vamos. Estamos quase chegando de novo. Errou, otário. Beleza. Chegamos aqui, tá mais tranquilo, tá sussa. Tem como abrir não. Fechado. Pela garagem.
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
Tem uma TV. Será que vai aparecer mais um?
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her, I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Pode ser. Se tu entrar é bom. Bem, o telefone tá ali, deixa eu ver se... Jogos de atividades, rifa, concurso de pesca... Beleza. Acho que não tem nada... Oi? Tinha um B aqui. Ah, tá, pra ler aquilo ali de novo? Não, tô suave. Tá, sai. Vamos logo no telefone.
Rainfall Sheriff Station.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker. You are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen. I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake. Not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice. Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! Now, she's missing. Alice? Alice? I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared. Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Beleza, vamos lá. Aqui tem uma cafeteira. Uma garrafa de café, né? E eles estavam falando sobre café e tinha uma garrafa de café ali. Mas tudo bem, tá suave. Vamos ver aqui, dar uma olhada na casa do Alan Wake. Tem um manuscrito. Ah, tem aqui. Vamos dar uma lida. Tem duas.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
Beleza, vamos ver pro próximo.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Beleza. O que é isso aqui? Ah, os livros dele. Acho que era. Tem mais um examinar, é só aqui, né? Tá. Então, bora pra cá. Deixa eu ver se não tá aberto aqui. Tá aberto aqui. Aqui eu acho que é o quarto dele. Vamos ver se, o que tá passando no rádio.
The continuing freezing rain and heavy snowfall have necessitated a winter storm warning in the entire tri-state area. People are advised to stay indoors as many roadways are already closed, and city officials are not expecting snow crews to keep up with the weather. We're now on the third day of the blizzard, and the weather is not expected to clear up anytime soon.
Beleza. Tá dando neve. Tá nevando, bicho. Tá nevando. Aqui não tem nada. Tem? Não, não tem. Nem pra cima, nem pra baixo. Não. Então é pra cá. Deixa eu ver. Ah, ele tem uns analgésicos. Quem jogou Max Payne tá ligado o que é aquele analgésico ali, né? Porque a Remedy é a mesma criadora do Max Payne, Quantum Break, Alan Wake, agora Control. É, por aí vai. A Remedy só faz jogo top. Apesar que o Control e o Quantum Break eu ainda não tive a oportunidade de jogar. Ainda. Beleza, deixa eu ver se não tem mais nada pra cá. Ligar a cafeteira.
Coffee's on.
Porra, já? Porra, já terminou o café? O cara é rápido, bicho. Beleza, vamos lá, onde tá a Alice?
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Falando de putaria essas horas. Dá uma olhada aqui então.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
Alan? Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
É aqui.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay, hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Opa, examinar.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
Beleza, vamos embora. Senão esse cara vai ficar falando um monte, talvez. Ou não. Bem, foda é que agora tem cachorro latindo e... É sempre foda, né? Porra. Isso daqui é o quê? Um MSX? Da hora. Mas eu acho que não era, não. Bem, agora eu posso ir pra tudo que é lugar, certo? Certo. Ou não. Bem, a xerife tá por aqui, então deixa eu dar uma olhada por aqui.
Lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine. I don't have the luxury of being complacent.
Deixa eu ver se não tem nenhum...
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. On to remind you, just in case.
Então tá.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Pode deixar. Mas eu não vou lá agora, não. Deixa eu olhar o que tem pra fazer aqui.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the parade float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Beleza. Pena que ele não sabe que eu já matei o cara, né? Mas tudo bem. Ou não. Não lembro se matei ele ou não. Manuscrito. Vamos ouvir.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Show. Agora vamos lá falar com a Sarah. Eu já sei,
Alice
cara.
was missing. I needed help to find her.
Ah, eu posso sair?
I wasn't ready to leave.
Ah, tá,
Alice
não
was
posso não.
missing. I needed help to find her. I wasn't ready to leave.
Vamos ver. Você viu esse homem desaparecido? Legal. Desaparecidos. Bem, é isso, eu acho. Aqui é a sala dela, né?
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Beleza, pegar o celular.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up.
Então tá. Aqui tem um manuscrito. Bora pegar, vamos ler.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Show de bola.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Aqui tem um rádio e uma cafeteira. Vamos pegar a cafeteira. Escutar o rádio.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street.
Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deerfest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting that the big day is almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
Beleza. Tem que chegar lá? Não lembro. Acho que é, né?
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Dei o pontapé.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. Oh, I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Beleza. Pegar o manuscrito. Bora ouvir.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall and the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Tranquilo. Bem, agora tem que voltar lá pra delegacia, né? Pra falar com a xerife. Pra ver se ela solta o caba. Chega assim e me solta a cabocla. Vamos lá.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regret.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh, my!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move. Get your hands off of my client.
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
Bem, galera, é isso aí. Eu vou ficando por aqui, tá? Espero que vocês tenham gostado de mais esse episódio de Alan Wake. Bem, agora que a gente chegou no episódio 2, né? Misericórdia. Esse jogo é grande pra caramba. Mas é isso, tá? Até meu próximo vídeo. Abraço. Fui!